You're sipping coffee in a war room when the CTO asks, "What's next year's roadmap?" Marketing wants viral features, ops begs for debt paydown, finance hints at sunsetting a legacy module. The tension comes from one fact: each team feels a different stage of the product's life cycle. Today we'll untangle that life cycle and craft a roadmap that grows with it. When we change focus, I'll say now we'll talk about the next piece. The 4 classic stages. A product is born, grows, matures, and, unless reinvented, declines. Think of it as an S-curve painted by Everett Rogers and polished by Jeffrey Moore. Introduction. MVP in hand, you hunt product market fit, PMF. Growth. Usage explodes, bottlenecks and competitors appear. Maturity. Growth plateaus, margins matter, differentiation keeps you alive. Decline or renewal, demand fades or tech shifts. You either rejuvenate or sunset. Why care? Bain & Company's decade-long study shows companies that match strategy to lifecycle stage generate 30% higher ROI than those that flog the same tactics year after year. Now we'll talk about introduction. Your goal: learn fast, not scale fast. Dropbox nailed this with a demo video MVP that captured signups before any robust backend existed. Roadmap themes here are experiments: onboarding A/B tests, pricing smoke pages, telemetry hooks. Anything that doesn't teach or validate gets punted. Your KPI isn't revenue, it's a rising PMF score, usually retention or daily active percentage. Now we'll talk about growth. You've found fit. Users pour in. Zoom's daily minutes rocketed from 100M to 300M in months once the pandemic hit. Strategy pivots to scaling infrastructure, e.g. multi-cloud failover, and expanding markets, localization, new platforms. Roadmap edges toward reliability SLAs and self-serve billing because churn from downtime now dwarfs the upside of tiny features. Headcount balloons, process maturity follows, CI pipelines, on-call rotations, and yes, cost dashboards. Now we'll talk about maturity. Growth slows, competition commoditizes features. Think Gmail after 1B users. Winning here means optimization, speed, UX polish, and monetization tweaks. Subscription tiers, upsell add-ons, plus defensible moats, ecosystem APIs, brand loyalty, integrations. Your roadmap shifts to cycle time reduction by 25%, launch partner marketplace, or AI-powered premium analytics. The metric spotlight moves from raw acquisition to margin, ARPU, and NPS. Now we'll talk about decline, or renewal. Every curve bends south eventually. iPod sales crashed once the iPhone absorbed its job. Choices: rejuvenate, pivot to new jobs, e.g., Adobe shifted Photoshop licenses to Creative Cloud SaaS. Harvest, minimal updates, maximize cache, plan end-of-life comms, Microsoft's Windows 7 extended support. Sunset, shut it down with grace, Google Reader. Your roadmap here is binary. Invest in bold differentiators or plan an orderly exit, data export tools, grace periods, and thank you campaigns. Connecting lifecycle to strategic road mapping. A roadmap isn't a feature grocery list, it's a time-phased bet portfolio. Outline themes, not tickets, and anchor them to lifecycle goals. Intro roadmap, Q1, Q2. Validate core job, integrate metrics stack, ship invite-only beta. Growth roadmap, Q3, Q4. Launch EU data center, referral program, Android version. Maturity roadmap, next year. Marketplace SDK, cost per user, 15%, AI insights upsell. Decline roadmap, data migration wizard, 30-day shutdown countdown, or, if rejuvenating, resegment Gen Z creators. Launch short-form video collab. Review quarterly. Update when metrics or the market scream pivot. Phase gate versus continuous iteration. Traditional hardware firms use phase gate: concept, feasibility, development, validation, launch, each gate demanding executive sign-off. It reduces risk when changes cost millions. Think Boeing. Digital PMs lean on continuous discovery and delivery, shipping thin slices weekly. But even SaaS teams borrow mini gates at scale, security review before release, legal gate for GDPR. The art is blending, keep small loops early, insert hard gates for irreversible decisions like data model migrations or sunsetting. Portfolio lens for product leaders. If you juggle multiple products, overlay each lifecycle curve on one slide. You want a staggered S-curve, some bets in intro, cash cows in maturity, a few aging lines you'll harvest. That picture guides resource allocation. Fund new bets from mature cash flows, prune overlap, avoid a future revenue cliff. Apple's lineup is textbook. Mature iPhones bankroll intro stage Vision Pro R&D. Declining iPods exited quietly. Hypothetical drill, EcoSnap. Intro, paper prototype carbon scanner, hit 40% D7 retention. Growth, scale barcode DB, open TikTok influencer channel, spin a web dashboard for eco brands. Maturity, roll out subscription impact report, integrate with bank APIs for auto carbon offset. Decline scenario, if carbon regulation kills barcode scanning, pivot engine into B2B API for grocery receipts, or sunset consumer app in year 5. Key takeaways to voice and closing match strategy to lifecycle stage or waste cycles fighting the curve. Roadmap themes evolve. Learn, scale, optimize, rejuvenate or retire. Blend continuous iteration with gates for irreversible bets. Portfolio view prevents revenue cliffs and resource whiplash.